whatever it is that I am promoting in the world.
Oh
So
my God.
a lot of us, we have a contribution. Every single person that is watching this right now that will watch this contributes to the world. Now, it might be through a product you sell. It might be through supporting others. I know, Alona, you do so much coaching. So it's not a physically tangible product, but it is an emotionally tangible product.
Right.
So when you're thinking about your contribution, I love the spellings because it just reiterates that words and how we speak and how we talk about ourselves and the words that we use are so powerful. So I'm really happy to be hooked up on this possibility spellings word.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And actually what comes up for me in what you just said about possibilities is possibility. When we lean into what is possible, we are of contribution. And right. And what comes up for me also is this idea of we need to remember that leaning into what is possible rather than operating from what's not possible is of service to people, to humanity, to others. It's a non-ego based experience.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And when we lean into what's possible, we're also taking risk.
I
And I
that.
think
Yes.
that's a difficult place if you're someone starting a business, or if you're leaning into something in your life that you haven't experienced before. There's that element of risk. And I think if we start to shift risk to possibility, right? So if we're thinking about risk and we're like, oh, this feels really risky. And if we can say, this feels really possible.
So I like this. It's like a little formula. Last week, I'm starting to see like every week the word leading into the word has a little formula. So when you're not able to see what is possible, what you're able to do, then the first step to shifting into possibility is taking risk. So that's formula number one. So what risk are you willing to do? Like, for example, if you're a small business, no matter where you are in size or finances, is what risk do you need to do to move your business forward? Whether it's hiring someone fantastic like Whitney for your branding, or just sharing the message and getting the word out there, or networking. I know people who are entrepreneurs who are actually a little bit introverted, and so just sharing their message and being at a networking event or something like that is a risk to them.
Yeah, totally.
So that seems like the formula, secret sauce formula for possibility number one is take a risk. And then the other one is remembering that you're in contribution. So far we've got some really juicy like ideas and pillars to lean into possibility with. So I love it.
I love that. When I'm thinking about what is risky, what is possible for a business owner, one of the things that I love talking about is showing up on social, being in spaces like this, because this is live. We could say anything, we could mess things up, like anything could happen right now, but that's what people resonate with. So when I'm with brand launch, when I'm talking about personal branding and showing up, it is risky to show up. It just is. But what is possible when you show up is that people resonate with you. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day what you're selling, that when they resonate with you, they buy into you, so they buy into it. And something that I found was possible from my transition. So I started with Ivory House Photography, the platform we're on today, and then opening up brand launch and really diving into that personal branding sphere. Guys, I don't have a marketing background. I don't, but everything I was doing on Ivory House Photography was marketing, and it was community marketing. And so that was what I saw possible. And that's what I saw possible for other business owners, is that if you create a strong personal brand, you can shift anytime you want to into anything you want to. And this is true for entrepreneurs, people who are working strongly in the corporate world. How many people do you hear say, and I'm sure you hear this in your coaching, Alona, I'm stuck.
Yeah, all the time.
Stuck. So that means lacking in possibility.
Yes.
And what I know about personal branding is that when you show people, when you show people what's possible, if they come to you, you don't need a resume. It doesn't need to be on your resume to travel up, over, find a job. So that's what's possible when you engage really fully in social media, is that, first of all, if you are that introvert that doesn't love showing up in public all the time, Use your energy wisely. Reach thousands of people rather than a couple at a coffee date. That's what's possible with social media and showing up strong.
So a couple of things came up. So I can't wait to rewatch this and like write this down. And I'd love to, while I'm recapping the things that I heard, if anyone's here and has questions about possibilities, like how to shift out of your not being able to see what's possible, or if you have any other contribution about possibility, feel free to write this down. But one of the things that you said was like connection, and the other thing was shifting, right? Yeah. So it's almost like so the first part is really like seeing where you can shift. What is the gap so that you can shift? Well, if I'm an introvert and everyone markets by doing this, then what do I have to shift? Or where else can I look for an opportunity? Yes. And then the taking the risk. And then what was the other one we said? I forgot.
Releasing the resume?
No, I think it was being of contribution.
Oh, contribution, yes.
With connection. No, it's okay. And then connection. So we've got some really good 4 pillars, right? Yes. Being ready to shift, taking the risk, remembering your contribution, because all of the words so far have all come down to connection and community. All of them. Any word that we have had has come down to being of service and being in the real world with other people. We can't do any of this life on our own. Like this life is not a solo sport. Life is a team